Hello, this is Isabel Monzo, and I decided to do my little presentation on black holes. So first off, what is a black hole? Well, a black hole is formed when a star dies. So most of the stars that we see when we look up into the sky are actually stars that are fading away, and we're just seeing the remnants of the reflection. But most of these stars have actually probably already died. But these stars actually become black holes. And there are actually two types of black holes. There are stellar black holes, which are smaller, and then there are supermassive black holes, which are extremely large. Next, we have what can a black hole do? Well, a black hole actually creates its own gravitational pull, which is able to suck in anything that's within the gravitational area that the black hole's created. And it basically sucks in everything and nothing can escape the black hole. And what's interesting about this black hole is that it actually absorbs light. So literally it's pulling in everything that it can. Two definitions that I learned while watching the video on black holes is first event horizon, and the second is point of singularity. So the first definition, event horizon, is actually the boundary line of a black hole. So the black hole has its gravitational pull, and then there's a boundary line that a black hole has. And at the event horizon, time will come to a standstill. Once you have passed this boundary line, there is no escaping. The gravitational pull is so strong that you are unable to push yourself outside of the event horizon. There is no velocity speed that any man can create to push themselves out of the black hole. So basically the velocity is way faster than the speed of light. The second definition is point of singularity. This means is that there is a specific point within the black hole where density becomes infinite. And once you reach this point, you will be absorbed into the black hole and you'll be merged with it, which is quite interesting because when scientists are viewing you through a black hole, like if they were watching you being absorbed into a black hole, what they would see is you actually falling in slow motion, and then they would see this freezing effect, and eventually you would fade away from existence. But what is really actually happening to you is that you just keep going further inside this black hole, but scientists who are watching it happen are actually saying something that's completely different. So that is the point of singularity. The aha moment, or the thing that I thought was the most interesting and that I didn't know about from watching the video, was that smaller black holes actually have a stronger gravitational pull. They will, once you are absorbed into the gravitational pull and pass the event horizon, smaller holes will actually rip you up into pieces, whereas with supermassive black holes, you will stay in one piece and just continue to be absorbed into the black hole until you are no longer visible to a scientist. I have not looked further into this quite yet, but what my theory is, or my hypothesis, is that that when the black hole is smaller, the velocity or the gravitational pull is much stronger because it's smaller, it's more concentrated. But when a black hole is supermassive, when it's much larger, the gravitational pull is probably slower because it's taking longer to go around. So that is my hypothesis as to why smaller black holes have a stronger gravitational pull compared to supermassive black holes. But here is my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it.